What an interesting phenomenon. A local rain shower that stops right in the middle of the bridge. The idle street cleaner may be slightly less impressive, but at least he's in harmony with the overall picture. Unfortunately, there's not a stone in sight that could fit into the mosaic. Maybe it's on the other, dirty side of the bridge. Unlike the right half of the bridge, this part is really filthy. I haven't got the right equipment. I had better try to get the street cleaner to sweep over here. Ducks. How nice. A heap of dirt, garbage, and rotting leaves. The street cleaner may not move terribly fast, but he sure does a thorough job. I gave up complaining about having to rummage through garbage a long time ago. Money. Mine for the picking. It's hardly a fortune, but with the right investment strategy, who knows? A pacifier. Hello?
Hi.
You're a street cleaner, right?
No, I am a molecular biologist collecting samples for scientific research.
Oh, I really thought you were... What kind of research?
Of course I am a street cleaner.
Oh, a comedian. I never knew street cleaners were so witty. Not that I've met all that many. The only time I've ever seen the streets swept completely clean was during a World Cup final.
Touché.
Surely while sweeping you would have noticed if a blue stone had been built into this bridge, right?
Yes, indeed. If I had actually cleaned this bridge before.
Haven't you?
No, I'm just helping out. And there is no blue stone on this side of the bridge. I'm sure I would have noticed it after sweeping here for 4 hours.
Yes, you certainly would. Why are you still sweeping this side of the bridge? It's spotless, but the other side is completely filthy.
Have you looked over to the other side?
Yes. Why?
It is raining.
Such things are known to happen.
Indeed. So, I am waiting for it to stop.
You mean you're not sweeping the other side of the bridge because it's raining?
No, that would be silly.
I thought so.
I am not sweeping there because I would get wet.
Oh, and you think that's less silly?
Would you jump into a cesspit?
No, but...
You see, so why should I volunteer to get soaked? Especially when there are alternatives.
Which are?
I can continue to sweep here.
But it's clean here.
But not surgically clean.
What will you do if it starts to rain on this side, too?
Then I will be out of luck and get wet.
And then what?
Then I will sweep the other side of the bridge. After all, I will already be wet in that case.
And they tell me female logic is hard to understand. Why are you so scared of water?
I'm not. I'm just not keen on getting wet. Not as long as I can avoid it.
So it's not some childhood trauma?
Not that I know of. It's a professional hazard.
Getting wet?
Rain. You know, swing your broom, clouds will loom.
To think that I keep getting accused of having a penchant for puns and bad poetry. I don't know why, but I'm suddenly starting to wonder, do street cleaners count as civil servants? There's a little something I would like to ask you.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Why are you so scared of water?
I'm not. I'm just not keen on getting wet. Not as long as I can avoid it.
Let me see if I've got this right. There are only two ways of getting you to sweep the other side of the bridge. One, if it stops raining on the other side. Two, if it starts to rain on this side as well.
Yes. Well, I have a choice. I definitely prefer to stay dry.
Unless I intend to go for the wet look, I should make sure I'm not standing close to this puddle when there's a car coming. One of the missing stones from the ruined chapel has been built in here somewhere. I need to find it and insert it in the mosaic at the cemetery. The zoo is still closed. One of the missing stones from the ruined chapel has been built in here somewhere. I need to find it and insert it in the mosaic at the cemetery. One of the missing stones from the ruined chapel has been built in here somewhere. I need to find it and insert it in the mosaic at the cemetery. A racy Italian sports car. It's got a pretty horse on its hood and a not-so-pretty scratch. The car is secured by an alarm. I'm sure it will go off at the slightest touch, and since I'm the only one around here, I might actually get suspected. Ooh, it looks like that. Who cares about inner beauty? A very good morning to you.
Buongiorno, signorina. Allow me to introduce myself. Alessandro Rossi.
Nina Kalinkov, pleased to meet you. What is a good-looking Italian doing at an intersection in Paris?
I am waiting for the bus.
Oh, don't you have a car?
Yes, of course. It is over there.
Oh, the red sports car?
Yes. Are you impressed?
Well, yes, a little. So why are you waiting for the bus?
I am supposed to meet some friends here in their van. They don't know their way around Paris, so we want to go on together from here. The signs here are rather misleading, so most people take a wrong turn at this point. Why don't you come with us? There is always a room in my sports car.
Oh, yes. Why not? Oh, no, wait. I'm afraid I can't. There are some important things I must see to.
Too bad. But I will be here for a few more minutes in case you change your mind. Just let me know. You would miss out on a lot.
This question may sound somewhat strange, but I don't suppose you've noticed a blue stone that was used for rebuilding any of the buildings around here?
You are right. That question does sound strange. However, even if there were a blue stone around here somewhere, I probably wouldn't have noticed.
I was afraid of that. There's an ugly scratch on your car.
Mamma mia! Why did you have to remind me? I know, it is not easy to miss after all.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
I have been thinking of nothing else all morning. I wanted to impress my friends, so I rented this sports car.
You mean it doesn't belong to you?
No, but the scratch is all mine. I had only just picked up the car when disaster struck.
Take it easy. It's not that bad. After all, it's just a scratch. Amazing how fast a proud and attractive man can melt into a puddle of misery. I've got to go.
Too bad.
The clock has stopped. I admire the power of nature to reclaim its own. I like teddy bears, but this one looks awfully mean and grumpy. And it smells like a polecat. I like teddy bears, but this one looks awfully mean and grumpy. And it smells like a polecat. I don't really want to know just how old this bubblegum is. At least you're supposed to insert euro cents. Sure, money makes the world go round and nothing comes free, even if it only takes 10 cents to buy. There was a time when 5 cents bought you a whole pack of gum. Now that's not even enough for one piece. This clockwork belongs to the clock that hangs on the outside wall of the metro station. I will try to get this clock up and running again. The mechanism appears to be out of order. I bet it will stop again in a moment. Why would I try to get a clock to run if I know it will stop again right away? No answer? Well, I'll leave it be then until I find one. Great plan. I place it on the minute hand and wind up the clock. As the hand moves, it will slide off at some point, hit the car, and trigger the alarm. The only problem is this thing isn't heavy enough. The alarm probably wouldn't go off at all. Great plan. I place it on the minute hand and wind up the clock. As the hand moves, it will slide off at some point, hit the car, and trigger the alarm. The only problem is this thing isn't heavy enough. The alarm probably wouldn't go off at all. I already found one of the blue stones here. A compost heap. All right. Here I go again, rummaging through dirt. A candle burned down halfway. An old wooden stick. Not a bad idea. I place the candle on the minute hand and wind up the clock. As the hand moves, the candle will slide off at some point, hit the car, and trigger the alarm. I only need to make sure that I have an alibi for when it happens. A devilish plan which may cost me a lot of sympathy. If this were a computer game, it would probably be banned for being too violent. Unfortunately, though, this is not a game, but bitter reality. I'm on a mission to save the world, and a different set of laws applies for world saviors. So, here I go. Hello, are you still waiting?
Yes. I hope my friends did not get lost. What? But that is... My car! Stop! Wait! You're going the wrong way! You need to turn here! Stop!
Ah, no! I'm completely soaked now!
That's what they call a chain reaction.
It is a disaster. Like my entire life, a total disaster.
Is it really so terrible that you missed your friends? Don't you think they'll find the right way anyway?
Yes, maybe. But it is a matter of principle. I can't do anything right. Everything keeps going wrong.
Cheer up. There will be better days.
I have been waiting in vain for years. Please excuse me. I need a few minutes to myself.
Oh my, he's really down in the dumps. I should follow him and make sure he does nothing rash. After all, I'm responsible for his mood, to some degree.